Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jamila Ballett. I want to talk about toxic femininity, this new generation or generations, plural, of females who just feel very, very entitled. You know, this whole thing where we are humiliating men, going live to humiliate men and talk about what they didn't pay for and what they ought to pay for. Guys, listen, if these topics have irked you to your daggone core, you want to stay tuned, stay right where you are, because we're gonna get into, we really gonna get into this. Now let's get started. Okay.
Are you gonna pay for these groceries or what? I don't have enough money. I don't have enough. Put it back. I have to feed my 1-year-old, and you telling me so you can date me, but you can't pay for this stuff. That's what you telling me? Is that what you telling me? See, that's how these guys do, baby. They take you out on dates and don't want to pay for your stuff, and then he know I got a 1-year-old baby. You don't even want to buy my baby clothes. That's how guys do nowadays. They just date you. $472. Okay, are you gonna be paying today? How are you paying? Yeah, this how it is. Guys be wearing the hottest shoes. Thank you. $200 and $300 worth of shoes and don't even want to pay for the stuff I had to pay for, yeah, because I've been dating this guy for about maybe 2 to 3 days. Baby, this how they do. But I just went ahead. I'm probably gonna break up with him though, baby, because I ain't got time. Look at him. He can spend $200 to $300 on some Nikes, but he ain't want to help me pay for my baby stuff, so I don't have time. Go ahead and cut him off. As soon as we get out here, I ain't gonna cut no show at Walmart. Matter of fact, you don't even have to push the basket. I can push the basket. I don't need you to push the basket no more. That's right. Put them hands in them pockets. Because God don't like ugly. You couldn't pay for my baby stuff at his school, and he only 1 year old. You need to find you a way back home. Way home. Yeah, I'm going to leave him here. I'm going to leave him right here, baby. Let me just go ahead and go. Because I see how this is. Let me just go ahead and go. Leave you right here at the store.
I'm amazed. Okay, so let me just start here because, see, I know we're dealing with a particular demographic and generation of so-called women, and I hate to even refer to them as women because that's not a title that you've earned. You are an old little girl. You are a little girl that still has not grown up, and you have a woman's body, and this is post-puberty, but I don't see a woman. Her behavior is disgusting. Disgusting. What's more disgusting is that the women, the young girls who are her age, condone this behavior, encourage it, and continue to uplift it, applaud it, and it's a goal. It is a goal for them to be this disgusting. And they don't see it that way. And you can't tell them anything because they're so far removed from accountability. If you try to tell them anything, they will deflect. I've done many videos on narcissism, and this is indeed a narcissistic generation. We're talking the 20-something and 30-year-olds, incredibly narcissistic. It scares me that they are raising kids. So I started talking about narcissistic abuse specifically. I didn't want to say that I was saying people had narcissistic personality disorder because I cannot make that diagnosis, okay, in good conscience. But when I look at these young women, I am absolutely only seeing narcissists. Their behavior is disgusting, but let me tell you why they behave the way they do. See, the root issue for a narcissist is that they don't understand their own power. I will not say that they are powerless, but they behave as if they are completely powerless and at everybody else's mercy. They behave as if they depend on everybody else. And because they operate from such a position of powerlessness due to low self-esteem, all they can do is manipulate and control everybody around them. And they don't see anything wrong with it because narcissism carries the ever-present no accountability whatsoever. So whatever I need, it's your responsibility. Whatever I didn't get, it's your responsibility. Whatever I feel, it's your responsibility. Whatever I'm not doing in my life, it's somebody else's responsibility. Remember, I mentioned I was actually sadly married to that type of personality. Now, many different things cause it. It is always an issue of low self-esteem. People who don't believe that they can have a healthy control over their life and circumstances. And I say healthy control because, of course, we cannot ever control everything. But if you don't operate from complete powerlessness, then what you do instead is look in the mirror, accept responsibility, and begin to, with integrity, change whatever it is that you want to be different in your life. With accountability and integrity, you are not using people, you are not abusing people, you are not discarding people after you use people left and right. It's totally different. So as in the case of this woman and many, too many young women like her nowadays, we are seeing them all over the internet. They don't even have the sense to feel bad about their behavior. She really does believe that because she went on a date with this gentleman that he is supposed to pay for all of her groceries. I obviously come from a totally different generation. And I used to date. And before I met my husband, we dated. And I was never this type of person. Never this type of person. I was not raised that way. I was not. Amazes me too how they speak out of both sides of their mouths. This whole generation, I know my worth. I'm a queen. And yet you behave as if you are totally powerless and codependent on any random male that gets close enough. Y'all talk out of both sides of your mouth. And sadly, I can't even have this conversation with many young girls because they will just deflect. So let me go back. Before I even got married to my husband, who I've been with now 10 years altogether. We've been married almost 9 years now. Been together a little bit over 10 years altogether. Okay. I remember at some point I thought, so I had 4 children. When I left the previous so-called marriage, on paper, wasn't actually a marriage and a partnership. When I left, I had 4 kids, okay? I was not, and I know there's a lot of people who have this mentality, well, if you're looking to get married, you want a father to your kids. I did not. I wanted a husband. I wanted a life partner. At that time, most of my kids, all 3 out of 4 of my kids were almost legal age, almost there. My youngest was the only one who was up at that time. Shucks, I would say he was about 5. He was about 5 at that time, okay? So the last thing in the world, I was taking care of my responsibilities by myself. Totally by myself. Without any help from anyone. When I first left that situation where everything was wrong and everything was bad and it was nothing but disrespect, lies, hurt, you name it. When I first left, I went into a shelter and I went on welfare. And I got off welfare fast because it was never my goal to be a welfare recipient. It was only my goal to get onto my feet. So I just want to put that out there so that you understand the type of woman that I am, okay? It is totally unacceptable when you bring lives into the world with one man, to just expect any other male that gets remotely close to you to assume those responsibilities. It is insane, and it scares me. I had 4 kids. I struggled. I really struggled by myself. I went from welfare to working part-time to doing volunteer work and working a part-time job at the same time. I sold Mary Kay too. I braided hair too. I did all of that. I started my own face painting business. And then eventually I started working a full-time job with salary. I was a civil servant and I worked for local government. And how did I get there? I got there literally by maintaining my integrity as a good woman, as a mother, by respecting myself and only depending on God. So I'm saying it's possible. It is more than 100% possible. You know, they think when they hold up their phone and they go live that they are disgracing him. Well, you are disrespecting him, yes. But what's worse is you want to disrespect him so much that you are willing to degrade and disgrace yourself in the process. First of all, this man is not your children's father. He doesn't have to do anything. The nerve of you. I'm sorry, the more that I see of these types of videos, I am just convinced they are out of their minds. They are not in their right minds. So whoever pays attention, whoever expresses interest, they get close as hell. They get to be around your daggone kids. They get to be in your home. That's a problem. These are mothers. And then we wonder why the schools are out of control, why teachers are quitting left and right, where teachers are being assaulted, attacked verbally, physically, why they have been driven to the point of frustration where they are quitting in the middle of class, walking out on their class, where they are literally having emotional breakdowns in their class. It is because women like this are their parents. And listen, I'm not going to let the men skate. When you're not there, the effects of a father not being in that household, absolutely all those consequences fall on the woman and the children. And the woman does always get blamed because she's the one that's there. That's a different topic for a different day. But women, this thing where whoever looks at me, pays attention to me, tries to flirt with me, is supposed to give me money, are y'all out of your ever-loving minds? Have some respect for yourself. The way y'all are presenting yourselves to the world, publicly, on social media, to the men in this world, and the men who are looking at your social media pages. Why would you expect anyone to treat you like you're special? We've seen some of these videos where men are refusing to get out of the car to pump a woman's gas. And I'm going to tell you why they're refusing to do it. You cannot present yourself as if you are just physical. It's all about the size of your ass, and that's it. You cannot present yourself as if any and everybody gets to see any and everything. You know, no purpose whatsoever. Just, hey guys, look, I'm going to show you as much as I possibly can. All you got to do is go to my daggone page. And it's not as if it's not bad enough that y'all are posting this type of stuff for the entire daggone world and don't care who's seeing it and not paying attention to the fact that you really don't know who is seeing it. We got sex trafficking on the rise as well. Ladies, once upon a time, women fought to be respected and fought against being disrespected and being exploited. Now, men are forming their beliefs on how a woman should be treated by what they are seeing. And overwhelmingly, they are seeing women say to them, even though you don't think you're saying it, look at my ass, look at my ass, look at my ass, look at my ass and my titties, look at my ass, look at my ass, look at my ass and my titties, look, 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 look. You're saying this 24/7. Yes, I got some cleavage going on. And guess what? I still don't live like that. I still don't live like that. I'm just over the fact that you can't really hide all this. You really can't. And I think I have very nice skin. Okay, off topic a little bit. Off topic a little bit. You cannot present yourself to the world as if it's just so easy. It's easy to see whatever they want to see. Everybody thinks this new sexual so-called freedom is empowering. It's not. It is not. Pay attention. It's not. Sleeping with everybody, oral sex with just whoever because you think it's sexy. You think it's cute to let everybody touch whatever, to grind on everybody's crotch. Y'all really think that is cute. You are presenting yourself round the clock in a way that only says whore, 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 whore. That's all it says. That's all it says. Now you scratching your head trying to figure out why he won't treat me like a queen and get out the car and pump my gas, and why won't he be a gentleman and treat me like a lady? Because he's not a freaking gentleman. You don't attract freaking gentlemen, and you're not a lady, sweetheart. That's why. I don't have to ask my husband to pump my gas. If I try to get out my car to pump my gas, my husband will literally look at me like, what are you doing? When you got strange men that you are depending on. This girl says she'd been out on 2-3 dates with him. 2-3 days, okay? 2-3 dates, 2 or 3 days, whichever. And you're depending on him? You are at the mercy of a stranger? I would never even play myself. I would never even play myself and have some strange man thinking that I can't even do groceries for my kids. And oh, please, you're begging him basically. You're basically begging him to get groceries for your kids. Guys, y'all gotta forgive me if it seems like I'm a little bit scattered with this topic. I'm actually not. But I get really heated when I see this type of foolishness, because we are going further and further and further down to this rabbit hole where it is going to be impossible. It is going to be impossible to be respected, any of y'all, the way you are living. And you're not willing to change. So you will continue. That's what makes it narcissistic. Because if anybody calls to your attention, hey, what role do you think you're playing in the way that you are getting treated? Do you think that maybe you are attracting men who are disrespectful because of the way you live your life? And so again, y'all are making it very hard. You're making it so hard for a man to respect. It has gotten to the point where you guys are expecting miracles. Like, I don't care what type of spin you try to put on these situations. It's all the same. It's all the same. You are trying to get somebody to pay for something. That's your kid. You just met him. You look like you're begging. You look pathetic. If you cannot afford a meal or meals for your kids, you need to be spending your time trying to secure financial stability and independence for yourself, not trying to use a man. This is crazy to me that once upon a time, if you were just taking advantage of somebody to get something out of them, we call it using a person. Y'all call it dating. Men, do like this young man. Don't give in to this manipulation. Don't give in. I will say any female that's going to treat you like this, sweetheart, she did you a favor. She did you a favor, because the second she decided that the appropriate way to respond to a situation like this, or to get what she wants, because that's the only reason why you're there, is for her to get something out of you. It's the only reason why she took you to Walmart, because she said that he had to find another way home, right? So that means she drove there, right? Okay. This is not a date. It's not a date. You know, and sadly, men are definitely part of this problem because y'all are doing anything on social media to get a woman's attention. I'll send you this. I'll cash app you this. Y'all DMing people and okay, well, I'm gonna fly you out. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all are literally doing anything, playing yourselves and having no respect for yourself and no standards whatsoever. You are asking to be used. You're asking to be played. You are asking to be humiliated. Listen, everybody's talking about high value, high value. Well, when you value yourself, you don't run out the house for every man that looks your way. You don't say yes to every daggone date. And you know what's funny? Y'all are saying yes to dates and then you get this at a restaurant and don't like him. Why don't you try to figure out if you like him before you say yes? I literally did that with my husband. I literally did that. When I met my husband, I was 35 years old. I wasn't getting all dressed and going out unless something was worth my time. A 35-year-old woman should not be behaving like a 25-year-old woman. 25-year-old women should not be behaving like they're 18 years old, quite honestly. So when he expressed interest in me, I asked him a series of questions. I had a conversation with him on the phone. Had I not liked his answers, I was not going out with him. I don't care that a lot of chicks really liked him at that time when I met him. I don't care. I don't value and esteem any man greater than I value and esteem myself. So I don't care if the whole universe wanted you. I do not think lowly of myself. I'm special. If I give myself to you, I'm somebody. I'm real special. I'm a gift. I'm a daggone prize. My integrity is amazing. My self-respect is intact at all times. I don't use people. I don't lie people. I don't pretend to be somebody that I'm not. My faith is real. I am rooted and grounded in my faith. I don't depend on people and their validation. So if he wanted my time, I would have to deem him somebody I felt was deserving of my time. It was that simple. It was that simple. There's never been a shortage of people interested in me. Never. And you ladies, when you really know your worth, it wouldn't be such a big deal when somebody likes you, when somebody asks you out. It wouldn't. It would be like, well, of course you like me. Of course you like me. Yeah, I'm a prize. I'm a good catch. I'm a good daggone catch. Of course you like me. But that is not to be said. You shouldn't be saying that from a place of, therefore, I am better than you in some way. Just, I am protective of myself. I am protective of my life because I value my life. So I value my time. And that first clip too, I wanted to say, she was talking about what type of shoes he had on. Boo-boo, whatever type of shoes he's buying when he is a single man, he's not your man, and you have only been on a few dates is none of your business. Period. And I hope he never reaches out to you again because he seemed pretty damn decent. There's a lot of men, had you humiliated them like that, would not have been that nice. They would not have been that mild-mannered about you humiliating them in public, unprovoked. You have no class. It's that simple. You said you don't want to act up in Walmart, whatever expression you use, but you did. You did. You did. Class is quiet. It's whatever situation I'm facing, whatever I don't like, I am able to control myself and not act out like a little spoiled toddler. You should have just gotten in your car quietly and gone home. And if you decided that you did not want to see him again, then you just don't see him again. All of this with y'all constantly picking up your phones, childish. So as always, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you remember to like, share, and to subscribe. Become a part of the most beautiful family in the whole wide world. I truly appreciate your support, and your support is free. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you again. Remember to please go ahead and live your most beautiful life. Be your most beautiful self. Don't live like these chicks. I hope you all are living your most beautiful lives, honoring and celebrating your most beautiful self as you are in this life. I will see you all next time.
I'm not your girl. I'm not her, I can't be. Was her, got set free. I'm not her, I can't be. Was her, got set free.